Good evening, David Curnow with ABC News. The federal government has given the green light to the largest coal seam gas projects in Australia. The approvals are subject to more than 300 conditions, but should see gas piped from the Surat and Bowen Basins to Gladstone for export. The Queensland government says the projects will generate billions of dollars and thousands of jobs, but not everybody's celebrating. The announcement has sent shivers through farming and environment groups.
The industry is fired up, and after months of controversy and delay, the federal government has lit the flame on coal seam gas in Queensland.
I have decided that these projects can go ahead without unacceptable impacts.
Today, Queensland gets a whole new industry. This means jobs for a generation.
And there was rare agreement from the state's Shadow Treasurer, Tim Nicholls.
This is almost equivalent to the Snowy Mountain scheme.
The BG Group says it will pipe millions of tonnes of coal seam gas from the Surat Basin to Curtis Island off Gladstone and convert it to LNG.
Once liquefied, the natural gas is ready for loading on specially designed ships for transport to markets around the world.
Santos, Petronas and Total propose a similar venture, subject to a final investment decision later this year. It's estimated both projects would create more than 10,000 jobs, many of them in Gladstone.
Gladstone's got a proud industrial history. You know, we've had a number of large projects in the past. This is what Gladstone does.
But not everyone's excited. Earlier this week, environmentalists and farmers called for an industry-wide moratorium after cancer-causing chemicals, including benzene and toluene, were discovered during routine testing in 8 exploration wells in the Surat Basin. The company behind that project, Australia Pacific LNG, says the contamination was minimal and didn't get into any water supply.
If you're actually bringing up pollutants from the coal seams, then that's got the capacity to contaminate aquifers along the way and to contaminate land and water at the surface.
These projects are now subject to more than 1,500 social and environmental conditions.
There are 52 conditions set down for the dredging of Gladstone Harbour.
We certainly think as a government that we've got those risks able to be managed.
The companies involved say if all goes to plan, LNG will be exported from Curtis Island from 2014. James Kelly, ABC News, Brisbane.